everyone. Today we're going to be setting up our St. Patrick's Day breakout, Leprechaun's Luck. This breakout is for about 5th through 7th graders, and it's most definitely fraction heavy. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start backwards, and we're going to work to the beginning. We have our breakout box. Now our plan for actual St. Patrick's Day is to have gold coins that we're going to give the kids. We're going to place those gold coins inside of here along with our sign, "We did it, we got our gold back," inside of our breakout box. This box is going to be locked with our hasp here, our directional lock, and our 4-digit lock. Now, if you have read the setup instructions, you might see that we actually are going to be using an additional locked box. If you do not have an additional locked box, you can absolutely just put the word lock, which we're going to use later, onto the hasp instead of having it as an additional box. Absolutely okay. So this story has 2 entry points, so our class is going to be able to break into 2 different groups. Our first entry point is going to be these colored clovers. This first rainbow shamrock and the red shamrock will be out. These are rhyming clues. These shamrocks are going to be hidden around the room in specific places. On the setup guide, in the Google Drive is the exact places, but I'll run through them now. Red shamrock is out in the open for the kids. The orange shamrock is going to be hidden in an orange book, which for me is a copy of The Giver, which is over my classroom library. The yellow shamrock, which is here, is going to be hidden inside of my yellow pattern blocks bin. The green shamrock is going to be hidden behind my green frog friend on the shelf. Again, if you don't have any of these materials, you can just manipulate the poem to be what you need. My blue shamrock is going to be hidden underneath one of my blue chairs. And finally, our purple shamrock, which is going to have the keys to your lockable box attached to it, is going to be in that purple basket right up there on the shelf. Again, if you don't have these specific colored spaces, just manipulate the poem to match what you need, or you can just literally have the kids searching for the color itself. Whenever they find these keys, the keys will open your lockable box here. Inside of your lockable box, they will find the pieces to this fractional puzzle. These will be cut out along the black lines, and there are instructions here to put the puzzle together to make a single rectangle. Find the fractional value of each part to create the 4-digit combination. So we see that they are labeled A, B, C, and D, and then each of them has either numerator, denominator, and B has the units digit of the denominator. That will give them the 4-digit code, which will unlock the 4-digit lock on the lockbox. Our second entry point. Around the room, we are going to put these shamrocks. These shamrocks either have a problem with a number or an answer with a letter. We've made paper copies for you, or you could use foam sets. We just found these at the craft store, and they're very cheap this time of year. And there are some letters that are not going to be used. We did that so the students can't just randomly try to unscramble the letters. You'll notice that the numbers do correspond to the letter on the word lock. The word lock is set for Saint. Again, if you don't have an extra lockable box, this could either open onto the breakout box, but for me, it's going to open this additional locked box that I have. So they'll unlock here. Inside, they will find the black light and some trivia questions. So you will need a device that can access the internet to answer these questions. When they have answered, they should use the black light, and they see that 3 digits are highlighted. That creates the code 793, I believe. And that will open our 3-digit box. Now, you have a 3-digit box in your breakout kit. I found this wonderful little see-through box at the store one day, which I like because it's very enticing. Inside, you're going to have an envelope. And inside this envelope is the magic square. Magic square is a math puzzle, just kind of like a Sudoku, where every row has the same sum, every column has the same sum, and every diagonal. This square's magic number is 7.5. So every column, row, and diagonal is going to have a sum of 7.5. When they solve this, they're going to see the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if you've noticed, there are directions in the corners here. And that will tell them the code for the directional lock, which will open the directional lock on the lockbox. When they open that, they will have broken out. So I hope your kids enjoy this breakout. I'm excited to do it myself. Enjoy St. Patrick's Day.